Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. So we are here this evening and you all are gathering with me as I have the opportunity to I have created this wonderful yoga sequence, and we're going to be focusing on the sacral chakra. So our sacral chakra, if you don't know, is located right below the belly button. This chakra really ignites and has a deep relationship in unionization with the passion that lies within us. It also has the ability to connect with things that we desire, our femininity, our chi. It's where our yin and our yang within our body's natural energies start to unite and collide together. Within our sacral chakra, you'll also notice, hopefully if you're deeply indulged with an energy, but if you're not, you'll have a better understanding of how it resonates with your libido, with your sexual energy as well. It can help, and this practice will help balance hormonal instability as well as ignite that passion and that drive that lies within you, that creativity if you're a creative person, to allow that to continuously flow fluidly. Throughout this practice, think of this sacral chakra as a continuous movement of water. Think of a stream that's continuously flowing. So let's dive in. If you will, go ahead and grab your mats. I'm just going to take a few moments to readjust mine. Hoping you all can see me. Or see the mat, that is. So let's see if that helps. Oh, don't mind all these posters. Got a kid. Alright, so everybody go ahead and allow yourself to come to your easy pose. Just sit it nice and comfortably with a nice lengthened spine on your mats. Begin to close your eyes and start to take a few deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Placing those hands on your knees. Down to feel more grounded, up to feel energy. Whatever makes you most comfortable. Continue to breathe and keep that spine nice and lengthened. You don't want to hunch over, creating a nice curve. You want to be tall, lengthened, beautiful posture. Shoulders down and back as you continue to breathe. Heart is open and wide. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Inhaling. Exhaling, sigh through the mouth. Continuing to breathe. Allowing that breath to fluidly flow up and down the spine. Allowing yourself to really tune in. Tune into the feeling. Feeling of the continuous movement of your breath traveling in and out of your spine, in your body, and out. And your mind as that breath fluidly travels and out. In through your spirit, and out. Deep breaths, and as you breathe, allow yourself to tune into that creativity and visualization that lies within your mind, body, and spirit. Imagine that breath fluidly traveling all the way through the airway, down, and allow it to circulate within your sacral chakra. Exhaling out. Once more, inhale and allow that breath to fluidly travel, circulating within the sacral. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and allow ourselves to come up onto our knees. We're going to come into our hero pose. By doing so, you're going to come right onto your knee. If you have your block nearby, allow that block to be placed right below if necessary. A nice lengthened spine. Once again, we don't want to orchestrate a bad posture. We want to be able to lengthen. Allow that breath to fluidly flow up and down the spine, fluidly connecting to each energy wheel within. Taking a few deep breaths. Inhaling, allow those arms to fluidly come all the way up, palms facing each other. Exhale down to heart center. And we're going to continue to keep a fluid movement of breath traveling in and out. Inhaling up, exhaling out. Inhaling up once more as you continue to sit within your hero pose. Beautiful. Allow those hands to sit at heart center. Close your eyes and allow yourself to feel that energy start to open and become present within your practice today. We're going to go ahead and allow ourselves to place our palms in front of us, come back to a tabletop position, and allow ourselves to readjust our feet and knees, sinking back and coming back into your easy pose. Beautiful. Go ahead and begin to rotate your neck in a circular motion, allowing the tension withheld within our neck to release. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen that spine once again. Exhale and begin to circulate nice and slow. With grace and control. Going in the opposite direction. And you can go in the opposite direction once more, both ways. Continuing to breathe. Coming back to a stationary position. Lengthening that spine as you inhale. Opening up the heart center, allowing those shoulders to fall back as you inhale and down as you exhale. We're going to go ahead and allow ourselves once more to place those hands in front of us. Rock onto your knees, readjust yourself, coming to the cat and cow position. As we did this last time with our root chakra, and if you're fluidly a yogi, you'll know how wonderful this pose is. So we want to stack joint on top of joint, allowing these knees to be placed right underneath the hip bones and allowing these hands to be aligned right underneath the shoulders. Joint on top of joint. We're going to go ahead and inhale, and we're going to arch that back up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin in. Holding that breath, 3 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Once you have finished, exhale, release, swooping down, coming into your cow. Keeping that neck aligned, so looking right at the top of your mat. Keeping it aligned with the spine, joint on top of joint. 3 deep breaths. Inhaling up into cat. Nice proud spine. Top of the feet flat on your mat, joint on top of joint. Releasing down into cow. This really helps release the tension held within the hips, because a lot of our energy can be stored within our hips. Aligning with the sacral chakra, creating a deficiency or an excessiveness of energy. We want it to be nice and fluidly balanced. So doing the cat and cow will really release that tension that's held within the lower back, as well as the hip bones, going all the way up to what can be stored within our shoulders. Draining the lymphatic system. And begin to rotate, circulating on a 1-to-1 breath. Inhaling. Fluidly moving at your own breath. Take a few moments to fluidly move. Inhale 1. Exhale to the other pose. Continue continue release from the back. And as you kind of finish that last breath, allow yourself to come back to a nice tabletop position. We're going to go ahead and just do a joint on top of joint. Check. Top of feet flat on the mat. We're going to go ahead and do some hip circles. So circulate those hips fluidly. Beautiful. Allowing that energy to circulate from the roots all the way up to the sacral. Coming back to a nice stationary position. We're going to go ahead and begin our standing warm-up. So if you will, go ahead and come onto the balls of your feet. Take a nice deep inhale. Push up. Allow those hip bones to reach up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, exhale. Bring those heels down to the mat. Really feeling that stretch. Inhale. And we're going to bring this right foot up and through the arms, coming into a low lunge. Making sure those hands are raised right on each side of the foot. You're going to go ahead and allow that left knee to come all the way down to the ground, to your mat. Releasing and allowing the top of that left foot to come down. Pressing up with both hands. Making sure that knee and ankle is aligned. Joint on top of joint. Allow those hip bones to sink down towards your mat. We don't want to be looking like this. We want to make sure that we have a nice alignment. Sinking those hip bones down into your mat. Knee and ankle aligned. 3 deep breaths. Continuing to breathe. Placing both of those hands down to your mat with your last exhale. Sink back, allowing yourself to push all the way back onto this left knee, starting to lengthen out this right leg. Come onto the ball of your left foot, push up, and allow that left foot to come to a 90-degree angle. Gently push yourself up, almost as though you're coming into Warrior 2. We're going to extend both hands out to 9 o'clock position. Gently exhale, tilt forward, and allow yourself to come all the way down. Coming into the extended triangle pose. Gently raising the head over the left shoulder. As you can see, this arm is also aligned with the ear. Nice lengthened stretch. If you have your block, you can allow your block to be submerged on the outside or the inside of your foot. Taking 3 deep breaths. Inhaling, gently bringing yourself all the way up. Exhale, release both of those hands. We're going to rotate this right foot to a complete 90-degree angle, aligning with our left. Getting ready to come into our goddess pose. Inhale, we're going to bring both hands all the way up towards an upward salute. Palms facing each other. Exhale, sink down into a squat-like position, bringing those elbows in. And we're going to tilt this pelvic bone in. So we don't want to stick the booty out. We want to stick the booty in. Taking 3 deep breaths. Really channeling that energy nice and in the back. Channeling that energy within the sacral. That sexuality, that femininity, that masculinity that lies within us. Once you have finished that last breath, go ahead and extend as you exhale, lifting both of those legs, releasing the arms. Inhale, bring both arms up towards an upward salute. Exhale, hinge at the hips, allowing yourself to come all the way down to a wide length, forward bend. You can bring those hands behind you to lengthen the stretch. The last exhale, release those hands. Gently bend those knees, inhaling, pushing all the way up. Readjusting and aligning yourself. And with your next inhale, arms up. Walk those feet in 2 times. Readjusting and aligning. Exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Sinking all the way down, coming into a squat, but coming all the way down into your garland pose. Once again, taking this pelvic bone and tilting it forward. Taking 3 deep breaths. Once you have finished, place those hands down onto your mat. Gently tilt the buttocks up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and allow both feet to heel toe, finding yourself in a forward fold. Inhale, bend those knees, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands down to your sides. Go ahead and shake it out just a little bit. Wonderful. I hope everybody's doing okay. And I am so sorry that not everybody is able to see me. What is that? So hopefully, I'm going to scoot this back just a little bit. Maybe you'll get a better viewing. Please forgive me. Trying to be a videographer and a yoga instructor can be difficult at times. So bear with me. We're going to try this again on the opposite side. Mind you, we are actually focusing on the sacral chakra or creativity. So go ahead and allow and align yourself back up to the top of your yoga mat, coming back into your mountain pose. We're going to go ahead and begin and do everything we just did on the opposite leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fall forward. Place those hands onto your mat, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Hips up towards the ceiling, pushing back. Exhale, release those heels to the mat. Wonderful. Inhale, we're going to reach up that left leg and allow it to fluidly come and interlace between both of our arms. We're going to realign ourselves, placing this back foot at a 90-degree angle, both hands on the outside of the left foot, stacking joint on top of joint. We're going to go ahead and rotate this right foot, coming onto the ball, releasing and allowing that knee to fall all the way down, allowing the top of the foot to graze your mat. Take a nice deep inhale, pushing up. Exhale, push those hip bones down, making sure that knee and ankle is aligned. 3 deep breaths. With your last exhale, allow those hands to come down to your mat, being placed and submerged into your mat. Come onto the ball of the right foot, push up, and allow that right back foot, 90-degree angle. Inhale, lift up. As you're coming into Warrior 2, extend those arms out to a 3 and 9 o'clock position. Exhale as you gently tilt forward, coming all the way down for an extended triangle pose. Right arm up into the air. Looking and gazing over your right shoulder, making sure this right arm is nicely aligned with the ear. Feeling that release and that tension drain from this right hip. Creating a very nice lateral expansion as well within the hamstrings and in the groin area. Inhale, coming all the way up as you finish that last breath. We're going to go ahead and rotate that left foot, aligning both feet together, regaining our posture. Inhaling, hands all the way up, coming to an upward salute. Exhale as we bring them down, tucking the elbows in, coming into our goddess. Now mind you, as you come into your goddess, you don't want to poke this booty out. You want to tilt that pelvic bone forward, creating a nice lengthened back, shoulders down, heart center open, 3 deep breaths. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward, hinging directly at the hips, walking those hands back, coming to a wide leg forward fold. Your last exhale, release. Allow those arms to dangle. Inhale, gently bend the knees, sweeping all the way up. Bringing hands down to heart center, walking both of those feet in. Allowing yourself to regain posture. Making sure you're doing a feet check, making sure they're nice and aligned. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. And as you exhale, sink down into your garland pose. Once again, you want to make sure that you have that pelvic bone tilted in, not allowing that booty to stick out. Please forgive me. I just want to make sure that we are continuously recording as the computer went to the saving screen. So once again, if you missed out, we allow those hands to come all the way up. Upward salute, palms facing each other. Exhale as we squat it all the way down. Bringing those arms down to heart center. Tilting that pelvic bone, not sticking it out, but sticking that in. Coming down low. 3 deep breaths. Exhale as you bring those hands down, bringing that buttocks out, hinging at the hips, forward fold, walk those feet together, heel toe. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up. Exhale, release. Wonderful. I hope everyone's feeling the energy align and rebalance within their sacral. We're going to go ahead and continue to fluidly flow, so please join me as we go into our next standing postures. Inhale as you come up to the top of your mat, checking joint on top of joint. Inhale, hands all the way up towards upward salute. Exhale as we fall forward, hinging directly at the hips. Placing those hands down onto your mat, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, coming into your plank. Exhale down into your chaturanga. Realigning and adjusting yourself. Forehead all the way down to the mat. Realign those hands next to your chest. Inhale, come up for your cobra, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, upward facing dog. Exhale, allow yourself to come all the way down. Inhaling, coming up into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, right leg up and bringing it forward, coming into your pigeon. Releasing that lower left knee all the way down as well as the top of the foot. Bringing those elbows down, sinking into your pigeon. You can bring that forehead down if you wish. Lie here and take 6 deep breaths. Inhale, coming onto the ball of that left foot, realigning and adjusting those hands, bringing them back up and right underneath the shoulders. Inhale, pressing back onto that left ball of the foot, bringing back that right foot, finding yourself back into downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, sinking back into your child's pose. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Joint check, joint on joint, stacking. Inhale, come up into an upward facing dog. Heels to the mat. Walk those hands and feet together. Bending at the knees, coming all the way up for an upward salute. Exhale, hinging, coming into the forward fold. Hands down to the mat. Stepping back into your downward facing dog as you inhale. Exhale, heels to the mat. Coming forward as you inhale to plank. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, bring those hands next to the chest, elbows tucked in. Up for your cobra. And raise for an upward facing dog. Exhale all the way down. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale onto the balls of your feet. Pressing back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, left leg up, bringing it forward for your pigeon. Bringing those elbows down to the ground and forward head and through the light. Inhale, bring both of those palms up. Beginning to realign and adjust yourself. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale, push up and back. Finding yourself back into a downward facing dog. Heels to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, knees down, sinking back into your child's pose. Inhale, coming up onto all fours. We're going to do the same series, these same poses as far as our standing postures. One more time on each side, but a nice fluid flow. Are y'all ready? Take a nice deep inhale. Come onto the balls of your feet. Push back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, walk those hands and feet together. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale, upward salute, palms facing one another. Exhale, hinge at the hips, falling forward. Hands down to your mat. Stepping back into your downward facing dog as you inhale. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, hands next to the chest, elbows tucked in, coming into your cobra. All the way up for your upward facing dog. Exhale, releasing, coming all the way down. Inhale onto the balls of your feet, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, knees down to the chest, sinking back into your child's pose. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Readjust joint on top of joint. Next, deep breath. As you inhale, come onto the balls of your feet. Push back into your downward facing dog. Heels to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, walk both of those hands and feet together. Allowing yourself to exhale, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, up all the way up for an upward salute. Palms facing each other. Lengthen that spine. Exhale, fall forward, hinging at the hips. Placing those hands down into your mat. Step back as you inhale, downward facing dog. Hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, coming forward for a plank. Exhale, coming down for chaturanga. Readjusting those hands. Inhale, come up to your cobra. All the way up to your upward facing dog. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale onto the balls of your feet, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, left leg up. Coming forward for your pigeon. Releasing the top of that right foot, aligning it to the mat. Elbows down and forehead. Inhale, readjusting and aligning yourself. Coming onto the ball of that right foot. Inhale, push back. Exhale, heels down to your mat. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, sink back into your child's pose. Sitting there, taking a few deep breaths, breathing. Inhale, coming up onto all fours. We're going to cross both of those feet together. Walk our hands back and allow us to come back to a nice seated position on your sit bones. Readjust yourself, coming to a nice seated position in the center of your mat. Take a few moments and just breathe. As you realign yourself, coming back down to a seated and stationary position. Inhaling and exhaling. Closing your eyes if you wish, lengthening the spine. With your next inhale, we're going to come into our baby cradle pose. So we're going to bring up this right leg and allow ourselves to literally cradle this leg as if it's a baby. One thing you want to make sure of is that you are seated on your sit bones. You may have to pull some flesh out. Realigning and readjusting. Remember, we don't want to have the arched back, hunched over. Nice lengthened shoulders down and relaxed heart center is open while you hold this wonderful baby. And go ahead and rock back and forth. Exhale and release, realigning yourself. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. With your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and bring up this left leg, coming into a baby cradle pose. Once again, making sure those sit bones, if you need to, adjust them. Nice lengthened spine. And rock back and forth. Really massaging the glutes. Releasing some more tension in both of those hips. Exhale as you release, bringing that foot all the way back down. Coming back into a nice seated pose. We're going to go ahead and take a nice deep inhale, lengthen that spine. And as we exhale, we're going to go ahead and allow both legs to reach all the way out. Inhale, bring both of those arms up, palms facing each other. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming into a seated wide leg. With each breath, allow those hands to walk out a little further, challenging yourself and deepening your stretch. Inhaling, coming all the way back up. Bringing both feet together. Lengthening the spine. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhale, falling forward for a nice seated forward fold. Allowing yourself to lower that forehead a little bit deeper with each breath. Continuing to breathe. I'm going to readjust the camera as we're getting ready to come all the way down. So continue to breathe, staying in your seated forward fold. With your next inhale, gradually allow that spine to roll all the way out. Nice lengthened spine and posture, allowing that breath to continue to circulate up and down, creating, manifesting, liberating currents to help those wheels of life. We're going to place both feet flat on our mat. We're going to brace the back of our legs. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to allow ourselves to roll all the way down into our mat. Bringing both knees up into the chest, cradling them from underneath the knees or on top of the knees, whatever is most comfortable for you. Cradling those knees to chest. Inhale and exhale as you rock back and forth. Coming to a nice stationary position. We're going to go ahead and create a 90-degree angle with both of these knees. Extend both arms out to the sides. Take a nice deep inhale. Then allow both knees to fall over to the right side, creating a nice reclined twist. Allow that head to look and gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale all the way up, bringing those knees back into the air, 90 degrees. Exhale, allow them to fall over to the left. Gently gazing over the right shoulder. Taking a few deep breaths. Inhaling, bringing those knees up to center. Exhale, releasing them down, using that core, nice and slow, with grace and control, all the way down. Coming into your Shavasana, beginning to release all tension, all the muscles from within. Allow yourself to continue to just rest, relax, and feel that stream of ruach that lies within your sacral fluidly flow, allowing that passion and creativity that lies within you to become harmonized and balanced. Feel the energy. Feel alignment. to know of your sacral. As you continue to breathe and take a few more deep breaths, let both hands come and be placed right underneath the sacral, right below the belly button. Feel the vibration within you as you breathe. Allow that breath to fluidly flow all the way down, uniting. Not allowing distractions to distract you. Continue to feel that energy, that balanced vibration that lies within you. Placing those hands back to your sides if you wish. Beginning to wiggle those toes and fingers. Inhale, allow those arms to fall right up above the head. A nice long stretch. Ooh. Exhale, releasing. Inhale and allow yourself to fall over to the first asana that you've experienced. The fetal position to the left or to the right side. Allowing the head to be raised into the elbow. Few deep breaths. Inhaling and pushing yourself all the way up. Coming back up into a seated position, nice and slow. Sorry guys, the computer screen went blank again, so work with me. I hope everyone is feeling well. Come back to your nice seated position. Lengthen that spine. Continue to feel the balance, the union within you. Inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale, bring them all the way down to heart center. May the light and love that lies within you unionize and be within you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice. I hope these poses allow you to realign and rebalance that energy that lies within you. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.